Hello friends, welcome back. We're out in the shed again today working on another set of Honda single overhead cam 4 carburetors. No way! It's almost like carburetors are tricky. So today we are going to get into these. These are the carbs for the CB400F Super Sport. Now, they're heavy, so I'll set them over here. Now, when I replaced the front brake line and took it for a ride to test it, it worked great. Riding the bike, though, there was a little issue. When you roll on the throttle all the way up to wide open, no problems. It accelerates. The engine winds up nice and linearly. But if you're just cruising and you really crank it open, it really just bogs down and then starts going. So there's obviously a little something wrong in the carbs. Now, it's running K&N pod filters and it has an aftermarket exhaust on it, so I don't know if whoever put that on got into the carbs and changed the jetting too. I have a feeling that they did, but I'm not sure. So let's get into these things and see what we got, see what we can figure out, and maybe we'll get a warm day soon and we can test them out. So let's get into these. Take these guys off, and these are little caps. And underneath this cap is going to be a spring right here, and then inside of here is this little plunger. And that rides on a ball down inside of there that's attached to this linkage. So, and number 4. And we will have to sync these carbs all later, so not really going to pay attention to where these are. Alrighty. Now, those come out like so. So put those there. I am going to go have some steak dinner here in just a few minutes. I might have to postpone this project until after I am fat and happy. Because I intend to get fat and happy, brother. Okay. What the hell is all that? There's something not quite right here. Okay. Okay. All right, we have a little bit of a problem here. So this has this little cup end on it that rides on a ball down inside of there, and these adjust up and down to sync your carbs together. And this one right here is missing the little cup, and it was down inside of there, and if you look at it, it is obviously broken. So that would definitely cause some issues. You know, it could, because it's broken on an angle, so it could, you know, rotate and cause a lot of different problems with your synchronicity. Alrighty, it's a good find. So if you look at this, gap here, you can tell, like, right in here, but there really isn't a gap. But then when I turn it, it pushes it, and there's a big gap. I can put my thumbnail in there. So that could cause some issues. Crazy. Alright, I am going to pack it up for now and go eat myself a steak dinner. And if I don't feel too fat and happy afterwards, come back out and mess with this some more. 50 years old. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get these carbs separated here. Now, I have never disassembled a set of carburetors this far before. I've never gone as far as taking them off of the bracket here. So we're in uncharted territories. I'm learning like you are. Or you're probably yelling at your screen, "Hey, dum-dum, you're doing it all wrong!" Okay, so that has to come off of there. So that pops off of there like that. And then it's held together by a vacuum line. In here there's a vacuum line and then a gas line, so gotta pop them suckers off of there. And there we are, carb number 1. Put that in there. So that'll be easy to tell as number 1 because it has the choke lever assembly on it. Now we'll take that guy off of there. Okay. Pull that guy out. Make sure you don't drop the little washer. And this arm come out just like that. And you can get this little bushing out. Put it right back on there. And out will come our slide and needle. Very cool. And let's see. Down in here there is another spring and plunger. If I can get them to come out. Dang. Ah, okay. Alright. I was doing that wrong. So, there we go. Another little plunger and spring. We'll put those right in there in the number 1. emulsion tube. Boop! Falls right out the bottom. Look at that. Oh, very nice. And let's get in here. Check this needle out. Alright. Again, we have a plunger style something or other here. Pull that guy out. And we have our ball joint thing, and then we have another cylinder plunger type of deal via long Phillips screwdriver. If you look down inside of there, there's a couple of Phillips screws that look like who we need to negotiate with. So I need a screwdriver. Just like this one, apparently. Alright, so our needle is in the second position from top. So not the top, the one right down from that. Which means that the needle has been dropped. And I really feel like moving that needle up might help our problem out a whole bunch. So all we know about the carbs to this point is that the jets have been changed. Running a 42 and a 78, a 42 pilot and a 78 main, and this needle clip is sitting on the second position from the top, which I'm not sure where it came from. I'm not sure where it was at the stock, but I have a feeling that even though the jets were changed, that this is a lot farther to get into the carburetor. So I would assume this would be stock, but I assumed that it had stock jetting, so I was surprised there. So let's see what we come up with. Figure out this part number, this needle number. Okay, so as far as I could tell, this needle should come up some. So let's do that. Now I'm going to move it 2 positions just to, you know, really see what happens. What's up and welcome back. Very excited today. We have ourselves the part that we're supposed to need. So one of our adjusters here had the end of it broke off, so had to order, you know, I just need this part of it, but I had to order a whole thing to get what we needed. So now that we got that, we can put these carbs back together. Alright, we'll start here with this one. There's screw and spring. Alrighty, we'll start off with this emulsion tube. Right down in there. Got our main jet there. Upside down. Fantastic. We got our float needle seat here. Goes in right there just like that. Let's see here. oil jet. Floats. Float pin. I really do love motorcycle carburetors. I think that they're just a neat little marvel, to be honest with you. It's complex of as simple of a little device as it is also extraordinarily complex, and the slightest of changes can have the biggest of differences. Cool little mechanisms, though. Cool little thingy doos. I like them. All right. Sometimes if you don't have everything just right, it won't want to crush down and seal. Looks like we got this one to be okay. Okay, what a beautiful little baby here. Okay, put this guy down in here, just like that. And then, all right, and this guy goes, all right. Okay. Now all smushed together, it lines up with the bolt hole. All right. Fantastic. Okay. All right. All right. Like it. All right, out here again. I got a little frustrated yesterday because got ahead of myself and started put this carb on this bracket here, and well, I forgot to hook it to the other carb first. So, you know, it's all trial and error. It's all how I do things. You know, a couple steps forward, a couple steps back. What the fuck that is? It looks like a rubber band. Whatever it is, it's disintegrated to nothing. So let's see if we can't get some work done to this here carburetor setup. All right, let us. All right, yesterday I got a little bit ahead of myself and got frustrated because I put this carb on the deal here, and I didn't connect it to this carb first. So I found that frustrating and I gave up for the night, but it's a new day. So let's get this back off of here and do this right. So first we must reassemble these guys. These are the carb connector dealy things. So take this broke one off of here. And this is the one that had the little like plunger tip broke off of it. Get that out of here. And I'm not going to tighten it down until not going to tighten it down too far at least, but down just to where you can kind of see it in there. And then the other side. So bring this back over. And this guy right here is what we're working with. Got to get this on here. So that connects on like that. And then your plunger and your spring. You must reassemble these guys. They're supposed to go in here. And then the cap goes on. These are the Carb connector dealy things. Just like a soul. So I just love this little stuff, finding out the little intricacies and
Alright, we'll take this broke one off of here.
Tricks on how to.
This is the one that had the little. Like,
I just love figuring this stuff out.
Off of it. Get that out of here.
I'm gonna do it wrong 3 times before I do it right once. That's okay. Get this guy in here.
And I'm not gonna tighten it down until
spring, plunger, cap.
Not gonna tighten it down too far at least, but down just to where you can kind of see it in there. And then the other side. So bring this back over.
Alright, that's all good.
And this guy right here is what we're working with. Okay, gotta get this on here. So
Yeah, all right. We're getting somewhere now. All right.
And then plunger in your spring.
Right.
You're supposed to go in here. And then the cap goes on. Just like a soul. So I just love this little stuff, finding out the little intricacies and you know, tricks on how to. Okay. I just love figuring this stuff out.
All right, now I can screw them onto this bracket. I do believe
I'm gonna do it wrong 3 times before I do it right once. That's okay. Get this guy in here. Spring, plunger, cap. All right, just do the same on this side. All right, that's all there good.
together. All right.
We're getting somewhere now. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, the fuck? I forgot. This carb attached to that, carb attached to that, carb attached to that. Shit! I was wrong. I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. I was wrong. Taking it apart again. Put these parts back over here. Okay. Okay. We got our choke all done up right. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right, check this out. When you're doing this, it is super important to make sure that your choke is all connected too. Missed that on this one initially. Very interesting. Very curious. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Let's get in here and find out. Quickest solution? That doesn't come off. Okay. Now, will they all fit together? Okay. Let's see. There's in there. No, that's not done. Screwing in it. Didn't seem to want to go back on that side, so it's this little rubber overflow tube that I'm fighting with here. It's really not easy to line up. You got to get the linkage on up here. So yeah, you got to get the linkage on. Maybe I could put the cap and spring in that. It would hold better, but okay. All right, choke lined up. Crossover tube lined up. Overflow lined up. Okay. Finished putting these together. Oh, for the love of... Alright. Maybe I could get... I ain't getting that lucky. Damn. Nope, it's all gotta come back. Always get excited. Get ahead of myself. You should have warned me, YouTube. Let's do this dance one last time. What do you say? All right. One last thing I forgot is the spring. So we have to take them back off of here again. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can do this in a not impossibly difficult manner. On it. Back together. Ha! Easier than anticipated. Some of my favorite words. I just realized. That is some of my favorite words in the whole world. Easier than anticipated. I love these little lights. They're a Christmas present. Got a little hook on the top and a bottle opener. Coolest thing though is it's threaded on the, it's got a threaded hole on the bottom so you can mount it onto tripods and things. So I think they're really neat. And I'm finding them very, very helpful today. All right. Reassembled carburetors. Now they will need to be synced, but that'll be for another day. For now, I think we're good. I'll do a benchtop sync before we put them on, and then once they're on there, we'll sync them up real good. But for now, they're looking pretty good. Let's see, these are. Turn each of the air-fuel mixture screws out 1.5 turns. Okay. That'll be that for today. Let's hope to get some good weather soon. Get these back on there and get this bike ripping. I think that this is going to make a massive improvement. Alrighty. Hope for sunshine.